Hello there everyone, your fluffy armchair Admiral Latur is back with some more hot ship action. Here we are in 21st episode of Lots of Guns. In this one, we will come back to Naval Academy missions for one or maybe two episodes. So I can prepare some more cool ship to actually recreate in our series. So for next one or two episodes, I will focus on Naval Academy missions, and eventually I might try to come back to my 2-gun challenge or maybe things like that. So I will try to focus on a bit more of a fun stuff instead of serious approach to the game. Alright, so on your screens you should now see the menu. I'm about to start a mission called Rise of the Heavy Cruiser. I've already tried that mission once, so I should have some design saved. Unfortunately, I utterly failed at that time. I do know that. Unfortunately, the game has beaten me really bad. So I will try some different approach this time, and let's see if I can build pretty much a heavy cruiser within maybe some sort of limitations. So I don't want to smack in like 14-inch guns on it and just obliterate what's coming against me. I would like to limit myself to 8-inch guns. Top, which is pretty much more or less accurate to actual 1930s, where there were naval treaties limiting the armament and displacement of different ships. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the rules of those, so I won't follow them strictly. I might get above all or beyond limitations. However, I will try to limit my armament to 8-inch guns top. I might go with smaller caliber and larger amount of guns, or I will just stick with 8-inch guns and try to win this mission that way. Right, so without any further ado, let's get going. I will go with guns and fire control. I want the best possible accuracy that I can get. Right, big guns, small guns. Or maybe, wait. Oh, that sounds... Oh, nah, guns and fire control, it is. Right, so as you can see, that's my previous design. It was pretty much called Abomination, and it is a bit of an abomination on its own. Right, so I was trying to actually build a heavy armored cruiser, but it really didn't went well. So what I'm going to do is I will remove 8-inch guns that I had, and what I was struggling before was accuracy. So I will reduce my armament to double guns, or yeah, double mounts. Okay, so they should be much more accurate, and obviously they saved me some space. So I will go with super heavy shells. I won't go with 2 powder. However, I will most likely go with some... I can go with TNT, but that will greatly increase the cost. I could go with ballistic, which seems to be pretty good. However, it increases the chance of ammo detonation, which I don't want to happen. Let's see if there is anything well, white powder seems to be very good, like a trade-off. Okay, I will go with white powder. It actually has no downsides apart from increased shell cost, which, wow, it's like, it looks so overpowered. It gives me extra gun range, it gives me extra penetration, it gives me extra damage, it reduces the weight of the shells, it increases shell muzzle velocity, and it reduces ammo detonation chance. It's like a godlike choice for mid tiers. Obviously, if you got too much money, you can go even higher and go for high level TNT, which has only one downside, and it increases chance of fire on your ship probably, which is like, okay, it's not a big deal unless someone is running lyddite heavy 18-inch shells with fast firing miniguns, I guess. Anyway, right, so that's going to be my first design. We will stick with the name Abomination. I really enjoy it. We are acting as a German Navy, having our flag struck in a very, very weird position. I also got torpedo tubes. Let me check. Yeah, they are 20-inch. Okay, I got stereoscopic rangefinder 5, and I got some extra space for armor, and that's what I'm going to do right about now. I want at least 11-inch belt. Belt extended needs to go up to 7. Just under 8. 7.9 9 it is. So it is pretty heavily armored cruiser. As you can see, I've used most of my weight. What else do I have? I can reach speeds of up to 29 knots, which is fairly good. It's not the most, or it's not the fastest heavy cruiser, to be fair. It's pretty much in the range of 1940s battleships, where basically USS Iowa could reach speeds of 28.5 and something like that. So pretty much it's not the fastest of heavy cruisers, but it is a heavy cruiser after all. It has a standard bulkheads. We are running geared turbines, which is the best engine we can smack onto this bad boy. We got natural boilers because engine efficiency is at the right spot without over investing into some more expensive solutions. We can, in fact, no, we can. Yeah, whenever we are going to change that, we will go overweight, unless I will go to oil fuel, and then I can go with, well, maybe not forced, but induced, yeah, for sure. Balanced, not really, but yeah, I could go with induced just to have some extra efficiency. I will switch to oil fuel. Auxiliary engine. You know what? I might in fact do that. Shaft, engine weight, ship repairs. Okay, can do. Barbette, I could go with heavier barbettes, so I can reduce the chance of ammo detonation. Actually, anti-torp 2 should be enough. Some basic ability to deal with floods. I could got, yeah, I can't go with anti-floods 3. I can go with double hull bottom. Yeah, reinforced bulkheads. I could go with many bulkheads, in fact, and reduce engines, shafts. What else I could do? Let me just quickly check out. I could eventually reduce the belt armor. and have that extra protection, or drop speed by a knot. Okay, I will drop speed by a knot. That has... yeah, that's way too heavy. That is way too heavy. That is lighter, but that's just underwater protected. That I want armored citadel to be on this type of ship. I got generation 2 radar. Heavy shells don't... well, they do reduce. Okay, I will eventually go back again with my armor. 10-inch belt will have to be sufficient, but extra bulkheads will actually serve me well for floats. So in case heavy shells from enemy fire will go through my armor, and more likely they can actually cause floodings. Those floodings will be easier maintained by higher amount of bulkheads and my ability to pump out the water. So that's what I can do. I could eventually try to go... yeah, better pumps. Better pumps. How can I get better pumps? I need that torpedo protection too. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Extended belts. It is. So we are back to 7-inch belts, 10-inch, well, 10-inch belts, 7 extended, and we still got one ton of equipment to put onto that ship. But I got good pumping ability. So eventually, if my armor gets damaged by AP shell, I can pump up the water, and due to the fact that I don't have too much armor, I should be alright. Right, so that's gonna be my my ship for this battle. So engine efficiency is at the max. What else do we have? We got 6 8-inch guns mounted in 3 double turrets, 2 at the front in super firing position, 1 at the very back. We also got 2 quad torpedo launchers, 20-inch. We got some AA guns, or imitation of AA guns, or 2-inch guns in triple turrets. We got some 5-inch guns in double turrets, and basically that's going to be our armament. We invested a lot into some special equipment that will hopefully keep us afloat. We got many bulkheads, we got decent speed, and pretty much average displacement. And hopefully that will help us to win this battle. We are going to launch 2 heavy cruisers. So without any further ado, let's get going. So as the mission loads, I would like to remind you that if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It is very important for me, it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel grow. So if you haven't done that already, go to the bottom right corner of this video and press that small icon subscribe now. You can subscribe through there, you can subscribe through the button underneath the video, or go to my channel, browse through other stuff, see if you like it, and then subscribe. Also give it a thumbs up and hit that bell button to get notification every single time I upload a new content. Don't forget to share your comments down below as well. Right, so let's get going. Our enemy consists of 3 older heavy cruisers and 2 destroyers. Right, I will immediately detach my ships from the group. We are already starting within the range, which is very good. I will drop down speed of both of my ships, and I will try to keep my distance. Let me just increase the speed. Right. We are currently at 14 kilometers. Okay, we haven't scored any hits yet. First salvos were out. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, spread of those shells is pretty bad. We've scored a first hit. It actually shattered on enemy armor. Oh, it was actually a partial penetration. It doesn't look that bad, but it's not perfect. Enemy opened fire at long distance, and hopefully it is not going to end up in some heavy damage. Right, my ships have switched fire to first warship. I will just... Oh. First hits have been scored by enemy. I will just maneuver out to drop their accuracy. I will order Saxony to do exactly the same. Abomination got hit again. Saxony needs to drop their speed because it's getting way too close. The volume of fire is getting higher, so I will angle away to start increasing the distance and also angle my armor against the enemy. I should be able to maintain fire, but I really don't want the enemy to keep pounding through my armor. Abomination so far took a light damage, and my ships again switched targets. Enemy is getting really close though, so we might want to start slowly switching. Oh no, 11 kilometers. Right, we should be alright for now. However, the volume of fire is a bit worrisome, so I need to keep my distance, angle away, and eventually pray that enemy won't score some super heavy hits on me. For now, first heavy cruisers is badly damaged. He clearly doesn't have a lot of bulkheads, which is helping us a lot. Let's just have a look at this. Right, so this heavy cruiser is actually switching its position in the formation. He pumped up some water. Yeah, he just has few bulkheads, so any sort of torpedo hit will be devastating for him. It is good to know that. Our cruisers have switched fire again to Helena, who immediately got set on fire, and she is now within 12 kilometers mark. Okay, we've scored another hit. I can change my angling against the enemy slightly. It will be a bit more risky because obviously any hit will have better effect on me due to angles, but I would like to keep enemy within like a 10 to 12 kilometers. I don't want to be too far away, because obviously accuracy. I still got some accuracy bonus compared to my previous design, which had triple gun mounts, and they were really inaccurate over that distance, even though I had quite modern equipment. As you can see, I'm scoring some 8-inch hits or 8-inch shells hits, but they are not having that good of an effect on enemy as I would like them to have. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing really small amounts of damage. However, oh, right. Abomination got heavily hit. Her engine is out, and she is flooding. Okay, she managed to get rid of flooding. However, engine is still out. I'm not sure if it gets repaired or not. But definitely that doesn't work well for me. Helena seems to have pretty decent accuracy on me. I might in fact angle away again. I don't want to angle in yet. I might change that later on. I need to match the speed of a Saxony to speed of an Abomination, because she's obviously not able to maintain that good of a speed anymore. Right, Helena just had been flooded by one of my AP shells. If we can follow up with some more hits, I believe. Oh, Saxony just got hit and flooded. Right, if we can follow up with some more floodings on Helena, we might actually be able to sink her. As you can see, she basically lost 30% of her floatability due to first flooding that we caused, and we now caused another one. It's very good. We keep scoring those nice hits. However, enemy keeps also doing some heavy damage to Saxony, and Saxony's main tower just got hit. Okay, we caused another flooding on Helena. She is badly damaged, and it appears that she might be turning away, trying to disengage from this encounter. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. So, oh, that's a torpedo. That's something new. Okay, we caused another flooding to Helena. And another one. She might actually sink because of that. I now need... Okay, Helena is sunk. Yes, Helena sunk. We just need to avoid torpedoes. And we can also change our heading. Right. So, the next target is Pittsburgh at the range of 9 kilometers. We should be able to cause some damage to her. I still don't want to get too close to her. And until we deal with her, I don't want to rush on South Dakota. Saxony has... oh yeah. Captain of Saxony is dead, so she is a bit less accurate, which is pretty unfortunate. However, Captain on Abomination is still alive and kicking, so we might in fact be able to deal with the problem. Okay, we are scoring some good hits on Pittsburgh. We've destroyed her funnel, which is going to reduce her speed. We caused flooding, which is something that we really want, because obviously those ships have just a few bulkheads. Okay, we damaged main guns. So far, I'm pretty happy with Oh, another flooding. That's a good one. We might, in fact, be able to sink Pittsburgh really, really quick. And if that's the case, that will be really good result. Right. She started to pump up the water. However, we detonated her ammo reserves and caused another flooding in middle compartment. Oh, but we just got pretty badly hit. Abomination lost another engine, which is not exactly the best of what could have happened. And we've also been flooded, but it doesn't have that much of an effect. I think I've just heard torpedo being fired, and that might have been Pittsburgh. We caused another flooding. We caused yet another one with follow-up salvo. But I don't think this is going to be enough to put Pittsburgh down. Our secondary guns have caused some fires, so Pittsburgh is badly damaged, but it is not enough to put her down. So unless we are scoring another flooding hit, she's gonna survive, that's for sure. Okay, that's another, like, an average hit. Pittsburgh definitely has serious trouble on board, but yet follow-up salvos didn't cause further floodings. There is some fires on board, which is definitely having an impact on her ability to operate. Oh, Abomination got hit really bad by high caliber gun, and there is a lot of torpedoes coming my way. I will have to avoid them at once. I really don't want to get hit by any of those, so I will try to turn so that I can avoid being hit. Right. Okay. We can now go back on our regular course. Yeah, we've basically let destroyers to come really, really close. I will order Saxony to engage with Pittsburgh, while Abomination will have to... what I can do... Abomination will have to deal with DDs. Or in fact, Saxony will also have to deal with destroyers. We can't let them flank us anymore. We've let that to happen for too long. Okay, first DD got hit. Hopefully we will be able to defend ourselves, get rid of those little buggers. That's first torpedo spotted. Yeah, we need to take evasive actions, which hopefully will end up being successful. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Yet more torpedoes incoming. Okay, we will introduce full 180-degree turn on our formation, because we are being cut off. I know it's going to cause us to get into the trap, because obviously enemy fired those torpedoes to force us to make that turn to get closer to Pittsburgh, who was running behind. We still need to sink her, hopefully within the time limit. So it doesn't make any heavy difference to us. South Dakota is too far away to keep engaging us, so we can fully focus on eliminating destroyers. We scored one heavy hit on Bruce, and hopefully further salvos will be effective enough to get rid of those little buggers. We've just dropped a torpedo salvo, which is probably aimed at one of those destroyers. I don't know why my heavy cruiser would do such thing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. I will turn into those torpedoes for change, avoid them, and then immediately go back to my regular course. Okay, Abomination almost got rid of Bruce. Hopefully soon we will score that one missing hit that will cause flooding and put her down to her misery. Come on, Abomination, you can do it. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That doesn't look good. I might, in fact, get hit by one of those. Oh no, I managed to successfully avoid being hit by this one. But I definitely need to take some more evasive actions, because we are getting very, very close to another destroyer, which I want to avoid. So I will turn my formation south. Is it? Oh, actually I will turn northeast with my formation to avoid getting too close to those destroyers. I've just fired torpedoes at one of them. I keep engaging both of them at the same time. Right. I got a set of torpedoes that is chasing me. Okay, we started to score some more and more heavier hits on 3P. Yeah, she's done for. We caused another flooding on Bruce, and hopefully that will be the one that will put her out of her misery. Okay, 3P seems to be done for. However, Abomination is very likely to get hit by that one torpedo. Yeah, we just got hit and our engine is out. Okay, so that leaves Abomination in a very bad spot of being flooded, and she's taking on water. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And there's more torpedoes incoming. I really don't want to lose Abomination, because she still has her captain and she's much more accurate than any other ship that I have, which is basically Saxony. So I would still like to have ability to use her service. Bruce seems to be doing a very good job in terms of fire control or damage control, and we can't seem to put her down with her misery. Oh, there we are. Okay, she's finally out, and both of my ships have re-engaged. Unfortunately, I need to avoid one last set of torpedoes. Wow, that is really, really, really bad. Right, so now we are re-engaging South Dakota at the range of 10 kilometers. Thankfully, Abomination managed to get rid of that flooding, so we can keep firing at enemy. I will focus Saxony's fire on Pittsburgh and try to eventually come slightly closer to her. However, I will greatly slow her speed to like 12 knots. Abomination can keep only 4.4 knots. So in fact, I might drop Saxony's speed to 4 knots to keep my formation intact, at least until I can pump up some water, if that's still possible though, and see if I can eventually get rid of the enemy. Abomination seems to have run low on ammo, which is not that good. She is engaging with South Dakota. 9.4. What's the range of my torpedoes? 9 kilometers. Okay. That is really not good. However, Saxony managed to score some hits on Pittsburgh. I'm really, really low on ammo, but she's as well. Right, we caused another flooding to Pittsburgh, but we are very, very low on ammunition, both on Abomination, who has only 132 ammo left, and she's engaging with almost full South Dakota, who still has 319 10-inch shells that are more than capable of putting Abomination out of her misery. And Saxony is engaging with Pittsburgh at shorter range than ever of 8.4 kilometers. Okay, we seem to have caused crippling damage to Pittsburgh, and that's enough to sink her. Good. Saxony, with her 182 ammunition, can engage with South Dakota. However, South Dakota has much more ammunition than I do. There's still 49 minutes on the clock. I do have some advantage, however, I am very, very low on ammunition reserves. I should have taken like increased reserves for this mission. It's really not easy to actually deal with other heavy cruisers, even using proper 8-inch shells. It takes a whole lot of time, and oh dear, South Dakota is one of those ships that has maximum bulkheads, so I will have to reduce her structure to 0, because she is really, really heavy ship. I still got some torpedo reserves, so I might in fact set Abomination's torpedoes to aggressive. Yes, she now fired them onto South Dakota. However, I'm going to leave Saxony's torpedoes at normal, so she can eventually harass the enemy when we get much closer and when we deal some serious damage to her first. So let's see if that strategy works. Hopefully it will help me get rid of the enemy. It appears that South Dakota might have fired her torpedoes, which we need to be on a lookout for, because they might show up really soon. We are now getting really... oh, there they are. Okay, it looks like Abomination might get hit by them. I will try to turn into them and avoid collision. And yes, I did it. Ooh. That was really close. If I would get hit by those, that would put me out of my misery. Did I just score the hit? It appears that I did, yes. I hit her with 2 torpedoes, caused some floodings, and she is going down. If I will follow up with some AP shells, I might in fact be able to take her out. She is heavily damaged. And it appears that she might go down really soon. It looks like a small battleship, in fact. And she has quite a lot of those torpedoes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I thought that was supposed to be like an older version of a cruiser, but it doesn't look like one. I am genuinely scared to get hit by... oh. Abomination just fired a torpedo, but it is about to get hit by one. Can I avoid that? Yes, I did it. Saxony, can you turn fast enough? No, you can't. You're gonna get hit. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, you still can take it. And South Dakota is about to get hit by my torpedoes. Oh dear, Abomination is about to get hit by yet more torpedoes from South Dakota. But she has no ammunition anyway. I might... okay. I am not losing another cruiser. Oh dear. No. Yes, I managed to avoid those. And am I going to score a hit of my own? No, I haven't. So Saxony has just 20 ammo left. South Dakota is holding her fire for some reason. We are scoring more and more secondary hits on her. She is almost down. We caused another flooding. She might sink. Come on, just a little bit more. She's 8. Come on. We can do it. We can do it, boys. You can do it. Come on, just sink her. Saxony, I want your torpedoes in the water right about now. Flooding, yes. Success. And just about when Abomination got hit by South Dakota's torpedoes. Wow, that was one of a heavy ending, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was absolutely awesome. Alright, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It is really important for you to subscribe. I need that subscriptions. It helps my channel and it doesn't cost you anything more than just few clicks and a bit of your time. If you want to get informed about my new uploads, obviously hit that notification bell button and set it up for all notifications. Don't forget to share your comments down below as well. Have a great day and see you all later. Later, out.